Meet our friend. One quiet evening, he sat down to play a simple block stacking game. He played for hours, fitting block after block, completely lost in the game. Finally, he stopped and rubbed his tired eyes. But something strange was about to happen. The next morning, the cereal boxes in his kitchen looked like falling game pieces. Even the bricks in the wall seemed to glow like puzzle blocks. Was he imagining it? That night, blocks drifted through his dreams, slowly falling into place. He woke up startled. The blocks were following him everywhere, even into sleep. He held his head, confused. Why couldn't his mind stop seeing them? Here's the secret. This isn't magic. It's happening inside his brain. He had no idea what was going on. So let's figure it out together. He sat down to think, and so should we, because this affects all of us. The answer lives right here, inside the brain. Let me show you. This is called the Tetris Effect, and it teaches us something powerful. When you repeat something often enough, your brain starts running it on its own. He played the game so much that the patterns stayed burned into his mind. Now he sees blocks and buildings because his brain learned to look for them. He even fits groceries together like a puzzle without trying. And then it hits him. This is more than just a game effect. Whatever we do again and again leaves a deep mark inside us. A simple habit and the brain are deeply connected. Let's see how. Let's look closer at what's really happening up there. Your brain is made of tiny cells called neurons that talk to each other. Every time you do something, certain neurons connect, like holding hands. The first time, that connection is weak, like a faint little path. But repeat it, and the path grows stronger, clearer, and faster. Scientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's power to reshape itself. Your brain is flexible. It bends and changes based on what you do. Think of a habit like a tiny plant you water each day. With care and repetition, it grows new branches and gets stronger. Imagine walking across grass. One walk leaves barely a mark. But walk the same way every day and you carve a clear path. Your habits work the same way. Some paths are faint, others run deep. Repeating an action is like training a muscle, again and again. Each repetition makes that skill a little bit stronger. Simply put, repetition builds strength in your body and your brain. Think of learning piano. At first, every key feels awkward. But after enough practice, your fingers play without even thinking. Or riding a bike. In the beginning, you wobble and feel unsure. Soon, it becomes automatic. Your brain made it second nature. That's the magic of repetition working quietly inside your head. But here's the warning. This works for bad habits too. Endless scrolling trains your brain just like the game did. Soon, your thumb wants to scroll even when the phone is down. At night, you might even see feeds when you close your eyes. So, listen closely. Your brain becomes whatever you repeat. Look in the mirror. Each day, your habits slowly shape who you are. Every habit is like a block you stack, one on top of another. Good habits build a strong, steady tower you can be proud of. But one bad block can make the whole thing wobble. The good news? You can always rebuild with a better choice. Take his morning coffee, made at the very same time each day. Soon he reaches for it without thinking. That's a habit pathway. In the brain, that repeated routine glows bright and automatic. The same goes for typing on a laptop every single day. Eventually, his fingers fly across the keys without even looking. It all comes back to one truth. You become what you repeat. Every day you hold two paths. One lifts you up, one pulls you down. Whatever action you repeat, your brain quietly turns into a loop. And over time, those small loops shape your entire life. We're halfway there. Now let's see both sides of this power. Sometimes, the thing we repeat is a negative thought. Tell yourself I can't do this enough, and your brain believes it. That negative pathway grows thicker every time you repeat it. But you can stop it. You have more control than you think. You can erase an old, harmful pattern with effort and awareness. And in its place, you can draw a brand new, healthier path. He starts small, sitting down quietly to journal his thoughts. He writes one positive word and underlines it with care. Repeated each day, that word grows brighter and more powerful. Slowly, he feels calmer, stronger, and more sure of himself. He puts his phone face down, choosing to break the scrolling loop. Instead, he reaches for a book. A small choice, a big shift. He reads quietly, and his brain learns a calmer new habit. Now the reading pathway is the one that grows strong. He laces up his shoes, ready to build another good habit. A short daily run, repeated, makes both body and mind stronger. He marks an X on his calendar to track each small win. Day by day, the X marks add up into a powerful streak. Remember, small reps done daily create big change over time. Think of progress as a staircase built from tiny blocks. Every habit is one more step, so he takes the first one. Looking back, he's surprised how far small steps have carried him. It isn't always easy, but he keeps climbing anyway. And at the top, he feels the pride of consistent effort. His brain rewired itself, simply because he kept showing up. You don't need hours, just a few focused minutes each day. Think of it like dropping one coin into a jar daily. One coin feels tiny, but over time the jar fills up. That's how repetition compounds small actions into big results. Picture two versions of you, one who quit, one who kept going. The one who repeats, just a little each day, always wins. Every great change starts as small as a single seed. He plants it, knowing growth takes patience and time. He waters it daily, trusting the quiet power of routine. And finally, a sprout appears. Proof that repetition pays off. Now he understands the real power living inside his brain. He can pause the old loops that no longer serve him. And he can choose, on purpose, which habits to feed. Each good choice gets fed into his mind like a program. And his brain lights up, ready to make it automatic. So here's your challenge. Choose your reps wisely. Pick a set time each day to practice your new habit. Tie it to something you already do so it sticks easily, then check it off. One small win builds real momentum. Start tiny. Even one small action counts more than zero, because one tiny block a day becomes a tower over time. And if you miss a day, don't be hard on yourself. Just begin again tomorrow. Restarting is always allowed. Aim for progress, not perfection. That's how habits last. Remember, your brain is always learning from what you do, so fill it with pathways that lead somewhere good. Repeat the right things, and you become the person you want to be. Our friend looks back at that simple game with new eyes. The falling blocks don't overwhelm him anymore. Now he arranges them calmly, fully in control. He completes the line, just like he's shaping his own life. And now he turns to you with one important question. What will you choose to repeat today? Thanks so much for watching. I hope this stuck with you. If it helped, like, share, and subscribe. Then go repeat something great.